Hi there, my name is Lara Waldman and I'm a healer and a freedom coach. And I'm very excited to talk to you today about a brand new topic that I was guided to share with you about 3 weeks ago. I got a really strong message from my inner guidance from the universe that it was time to speak to you about this subject. Now, I serve a group of people I like to call light workers or light leaders. These are conscious beings, spiritual people here on this planet who know they're here to make a difference of some kind. Now, what I see light leaders do is they get really stuck when it comes to this subject. So what am I talking about? I am talking about money, about wealth, and financial abundance. Now, this is an area that I got really stuck on. And I have spent many years working on the subject, talking to the universe about the subject, and I have received some incredible information that I'd love to share with you today. Because what I see is that light workers, light leaders get really stuck when it comes to money and spirituality. I know I did. Have you heard the phrase, money is the root of all evil? Well, this was one of the ones that stuck me and really confused me as well. So I'd like to share my story about where I've come from, my journey as a spiritual facilitator, and how I have transformed my relationship with money. So I grew up in an area called Vancouver, Canada, in a very affluent area. I grew up with incredible privileges. We went skiing frequently, we went sailing, we went on trips to Europe. On the surface, everything was really perfect. I didn't really realize at the time it was quite normal where I grew up, but looking back, I was a very lucky girl. But something was really missing for me. Inside, I did not feel happy. I felt alone, I felt unloved, and now I realize I felt really disconnected and cut off. So what I did was I associated this great life, this financial abundance, with an unhappy experience. So I realized that money can't buy us happiness, and money leads to misery and to people being shut off and shut down. When I began my spiritual journey, my journey as a healer, I started to have the most incredible feelings of deep connection, of love, of really connecting to my purpose, of peace and freedom. And so I realized that this was the most important thing. Money can't buy us these experiences. So really, I kind of turned my back to money. I just focused solely on my spiritual journey, on my spiritual path, and life was all right. We were just getting by. It was a very simple life, but it was a good life. And when I had my daughter, I was fortunate enough to be able to stay home full-time with her. This is what I wanted. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the simplicity of my life, of just hanging out with her and being with her. Now, we were really just getting by, just paying our bills, and sometimes not really making it to the end of the month financially. It was very, very tight, but I was happy. When my daughter turned around 2, I started to feel a bit trapped by my situation. We weren't able to afford any of the extras in life. We weren't really able to afford to go out for dinner. I couldn't afford to buy clothes. I couldn't afford childcare. So I actually couldn't work because I couldn't afford to pay the childcare. I felt stuck and trapped. I then had another baby, and these feelings grew. I was at home with 2 little ones, in a messy house, hanging tons of laundry, endless cooking, and I thought, surely there has got to be more to life than this. I had a strong knowing deep inside that I was here to do something big with my life. I had this strong feeling of my purpose, and I thought hanging laundry and being stuck at home, not being able to do anything, surely this is not part of my purpose. So I started to have conversations with the universe about this. And I was told to be patient, all is well, it's not going to be like this always. But what I started to do was really look at my relationship with money, because what I wanted was to be able to enjoy some of the lovely things in life. I wanted to be able to go on holiday. I wanted to be able to wear nice clothes. I wanted to be able to go out for a meal and to be able to afford childcare and get a little bit of help. I wanted to feel free ultimately. But I was coming up against a really big conflict within myself, because what I had done is I had made some decisions and conclusions that money was bad, that money doesn't buy you happiness, that if you're truly spiritual, you wouldn't even think about money or want money. But I realized it wasn't really money that I wanted per se. I wanted to have different experiences in life. And our financial situation meant that physically we were quite stuck and limited with what we could do. So what I had to do was really start to look at my relationship with money and my belief systems. And I began the journey of starting to heal this relationship. And as I was doing this, I sat regularly in meditation asking for guidance about money. I asked to be shown, what is money? Tell me what money is and what is going on with our financial reality. What's going on here? Because I know I'm supposed to do something to really help this planet, and yet I feel very stuck and trapped in my physical situation. And thus began the incredible downloads of information that I would love to share with you today. What I was shown is that money is simply energy. It's not good, it's not bad. It's life force energy. Now, life force energy in its natural state wants to flow. It wants to grow. It wants to expand. And this life force energy wants to circulate all around the planet, in and out of all of life. Now, what we do quite dynamically is we block this life force energy in all sorts of ways and for all sorts of reasons. And this can show up as all sorts of problems in our life, often with, ill health, mental, emotional imbalance, but also with our money flows. Money wants to flow. Money wants to grow and expand and express itself in the world. The universe has an infinite supply of money just waiting for you. The universe is willing to gift you as much money as you are willing to receive. So if you've made the choice to not have money in your life, the universe will respect that. But if you make the choice to change your money flows and welcome more in, the universe will help you with that and help to contribute more money into your life. What I was shown is there's just a huge infinite supply of money in the form of energy just waiting there for you. And what I was doing is I was blocking this abundant supply of money for all sorts of reasons, my thoughts and beliefs and my emotions. There was a lot I had to clear in order to welcome more money into my life. And it's been a fascinating, fascinating journey. Ultimately, for me, my experience is that when my blocking money was ultimately blocking love. I didn't deem myself worthy enough or lovable enough to welcome this energy into my life. So I blocked it. So I've done a huge amount of work on my relationship with money, which led me to my relationship with myself and ultimately my relationship with source energy, with the universe. That I am loved, I am supported, and I am worthy of welcoming in all the joys of life. So now, I would love to help you with this. I would love to help you move through your money blocks in order to welcome in your natural flow of financial abundance, which from my point of view and what I've seen is your birthright. It's actually your true essence to be in financial abundance. Financial lack is not. That shows there are blocks and barriers there. And we can have lots of fun with this process. So I was driven to change my financial reality from a number of different dreams and desires. One of them was to gift back to my husband what he gifted to me. My husband fully supported me to stay home full time with my kids and to follow my heart. So he financially supported me to move forward doing a job that I absolutely love. I've never had to do a job just to make money. And although it was tight, we got by thanks to his support. And so one of my dreams was to gift him the same thing. I wanted to get my finances to a place where he could follow his heart and he could follow his dreams. And just last week, my husband was able to hand in his notice, the job he's been at for 16 years, which he really did like, but there was a calling for more. And now he's starting his own business, his first step to following his heart and his path. And it brings me incredible joy, and it's quite amazing. I can't quite believe it. But I really wanted to share that little moment with you because it's a really big transition time. And I have many, many more dreams, and a lot of it involves supporting you and helping you to do the same thing in your life. Because this money block stops you from fully activating your gifts and your purpose here. It stops you from fully experiencing the richness that life has to offer you. So ultimately, this isn't about money. This is about clearing the blocks towards money, to let your natural connection to source and to all of life move through you. This life is supposed to be joyful and fun and exciting. And we make it way harder than it needs to be. So, in celebration of this new topic that I'm now sharing with you, I've dedicated a couple of days in the near future to support you with your relationship with money, to support you to activate your abundance and really eradicate this stuff and junk around money once and for all. So next week, I'll be sending you an email. So watch your inbox, and I'll be inviting you to work with me so I can help you with your relationship with money and to activate your financial abundance. So if you're not on my mailing list, make sure to sign up. The information's below. And I look forward to speaking to you again next week.